In the heart of Bangkok, nestled between the chaotic streets and the bustling markets, stood an ancient hotel with a dark history. The Chao Phraya Grand Hotel, a majestic structure that whispered tales of its past to those who dared to listen. Jason, an adventurous traveler seeking an authentic experience, chose this eerie establishment for his stay in Thailand. As he entered the lobby, the air seemed to thicken with an unsettling energy. The receptionist, a frail woman with a vacant stare, handed him an antique key and muttered a cryptic warning in Thai. Jason dismissed it as a cultural quirk, attributing the unease to his tired mind. The moment he stepped into his room, an overpowering scent of frangipani enveloped him. The decor, a blend of traditional Thai elements and faded elegance, painted a vivid picture of the hotel's storied past. Ignoring the occasional creaks in the floorboards, Jason unpacked his belongings and prepared for a night of exploration. As dusk descended upon Bangkok, the hotel's corridors transformed into shadowy labyrinths. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows that danced along the walls. Armed with a camera, Jason began documenting the hotel's architecture and peculiar artifacts. Deep into the night, he stumbled upon a concealed doorway at the end of a lonely hallway. The door, adorned with intricate carvings and faded symbols, beckoned him like a gateway to the unknown. His curiosity getting the better of him, Jason turned the creaking handle and entered a room steeped in darkness. The air in the room hung heavy with an otherworldly presence. Jason's heart raced as he saw an ancient altar adorned with wilted flowers and half-burnt candles. The flickering flames seemed to dance in response to an unseen force. Strange whispers echoed through the chamber, an indistinct chorus of voices that sent shivers down his spine. In the dim light, Jason spotted a series of faded photographs lining the walls. Each frame depicted a different guest who had once checked into the Chao Phraya Grand Hotel. As he examined the images, a chilling realization gripped him. Every face bore an expression of terror, frozen in time as if the hotel had captured their souls. A sudden wind extinguished the candles, plunging the room into complete darkness. Jason fumbled for his camera, desperately trying to capture evidence of the supernatural. The air became charged with an oppressive energy, and a spectral figure materialized before him. A woman in a traditional Thai dress, her eyes hollow and filled with sorrow. The ghostly apparition spoke in hushed tones, recounting a tragic tale of betrayal and heartbreak that unfolded within the very walls of the Chao Phraya Grand Hotel. The woman, once a bride-to-be, met her demise on the eve of her wedding. Legend had it that her lover, consumed by jealousy, had condemned her to an eternity of suffering within the confines of the hotel. As the story unfolded, the room echoed with anguished cries and spectral moans. Jason, paralyzed with fear, felt the temperature drop as the vengeful spirit reached out to him. Desperate to escape the clutches of the supernatural, he stumbled backward, crashing into the altar. The ghostly figure, now enraged, unleashed a torrent of unearthly screams that reverberated through the hotel. With a sudden jolt, the room returned to darkness. Jason found himself back in the corridor, the concealed doorway vanishing into thin air. He stood alone, shaken and disoriented, with only the echo of the ghostly wails lingering in the stillness of the night. Unable to comprehend the surreal experience, Jason fled the haunted corridor and returned to his room. The once forgiving atmosphere had transformed into an oppressive force, suffocating him as he struggled to make sense of the supernatural encounter. Sleep eluded him that night, haunted by the spectre's mournful cries. As the first light of dawn broke over Bangkok, Jason checked out of the Chow Freya Grand Hotel, leaving behind the echoes of a tormented past. The ancient structure, with its concealed doorways and ghostly secrets, stood as a silent witness to the harrowing tales of those who dared to venture into its haunted corridors. The city resumed its frenetic pace, but for Jason, the memory of that fateful night lingered, forever etched in the recesses of his mind. Amidst the chaos of Bangkok's vibrant streets, a weary traveller named Emily sought refuge in the Hotel Narakorn. Nestled in a dimly lit alley, this aging establishment exuded an air of mystery that drew Emily in with a strange allure. The online reviews were mixed, with tales of inexplicable occurrences and spine-chilling encounters. But Emily, an avid thrill-seeker, dismissed them as mere embellishments. The lobby, adorned with faded Thai tapestries and antique furniture, welcomed her with a musty scent that hinted at decades of secrets. The concierge, a stoic man with sunken eyes, handed her an ornate key and whispered a phrase in Thai that sent shivers down her spine. "Stay vigilant," he warned, his words echoing like an ancient incantation. Unfazed, Emily ascended to her room on the 4th floor. The narrow hallways seemed to close in on her, and the flickering lights cast unsettling shadows that danced along the walls. As she approached her room, she caught a glimpse of a figure vanishing around the corner, a fleeting silhouette that left her heart pounding. The room, though adorned with a certain faded charm, had an oppressive atmosphere. Determined to shake off the unease, Emily unpacked and decided to explore the city. As night fell, the vibrant glow of Bangkok's neon lights beckoned her, but a strange compulsion drew her back to the hotel. In the lobby, she noticed a peculiar portrait hanging behind the concierge's desk. The painting depicted a hauntingly beautiful woman, her eyes holding a gaze that seemed to follow Emily's every move. The concierge, catching her staring, revealed that the woman was May Nak, a tragic figure from Thai folklore whose spirit was said to haunt the living. Shrugging off the unsettling revelation, Emily returned to her room. The night outside was alive with the city's energy, but within the hotel's confines, an ominous stillness reigned. Sleep eluded her as strange noises echoed through the corridors, creaks, whispers, and distant sobs that seemed to seep through the walls. Determined to confront her fears, Emily decided to document her experience. Armed with a camera, she wandered the dimly lit hallways, capturing the hotel's eerie charm. As she reached the 5th floor, a shadowy figure emerged from a doorway, sending her heart racing. It was the same silhouette she had glimpsed earlier, a spectral presence that seemed to beckon her into the darkness. With cautious steps, Emily followed the figure into a forgotten wing of the hotel. The air grew colder, and an unsettling quiet settled over the corridor. Doors stood ajar, revealing rooms frozen in time, dusty furniture, cracked mirrors, and abandoned belongings that hinted at lives abruptly interrupted. The mysterious figure led her to a door at the end of the hallway. With trepidation, Emily pushed it open, revealing a room trapped in a perpetual twilight. Flickering candles illuminated an antique mirror at the center, reflecting a distorted image that sent shivers down her spine. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted, and the room echoed with the mournful wails of a woman. The ghostly figure materialized before Emily, revealing a face trapped in a perpetual state of anguish. It was May Nak, the ghost from the painting, her spectral presence resonating with the pain of a love lost. Maynak's story unfolded in echoes, a tale of forbidden love, betrayal, and a tragic end. The room became a vortex of emotions, with the ghostly apparition reaching out to Emily as if seeking solace. Overwhelmed by the supernatural encounter, Emily stumbled backward, desperate to escape the room's grasp. As she crossed the threshold, the hotel's facade seemed to warp and twist. The once familiar corridors morphed into a nightmarish labyrinth, with doors leading to nowhere and staircases spiraling into darkness. Emily, trapped in the hotel's malevolent grip, wandered aimlessly, pursued by ghostly whispers that echoed in the twisted corridors. Time lost its meaning as Emily navigated the surreal maze, each step leading her deeper into the hotel's dark secrets. Faces from the past flickered in the shadows, their eyes filled with silent pleas for release. The oppressive atmosphere tightened its grip, suffocating her until, at last, she stumbled upon the lobby. The concierge, his eyes now void of any humanity, greeted her with a chilling smile. "You've become part of the Narakorn legacy," he whispered, his voice a haunting melody. Emily, desperate to break free, sprinted towards the entrance, but the hotel's architecture seemed to conspire against her. In a final act of defiance, Emily forced open the creaking doors, emerging into the neon-lit streets of Bangkok. The air, once heavy with the hotel's malevolence, lifted, and the city embraced her with its chaotic embrace. Gasping for breath, Emily turned back to find the Hotel Narakorn standing in the shadows, its facade concealing the horrors within.